Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is this thing on? No, Lennox. Is this thing on? Is anybody here? If anybody asks you, my morning voice, where where I'm going soon. That's an old song now. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, I just wanted to see if this thing still work. I hadn't been live and oh, let me stop. I went live on New Year's Eve. I forgot about that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. It looks like one person is in here. Um, it's been a while. Don't know when I will be able to get back to a regular scheduled program. Um, for the first time, for the first time since my daughter's been diagnosed with autism, April 4th of last year, we um, took her out of ABA and brought her home completely. So, all teaching from home. And it's been a year. A lot has happened. She has gained a lot in that year. Um, and I'm grateful for it, but it's also taking my time. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, but I enjoy having her here. I'm not gonna lie. She keeps me busy. Um, People look at me and they're like, "Are you like?" Of course, I'm dealing with some other things, but you sick because I've lost so much weight. But that's because little girl keep me going. Um, let's see. Yeah, I got my window up, but I have to see my hummingbirds in the morning. Um, and I just love the sound of the birds. But yeah, really, just the city has been so eerie here. Um, since the verdict the other day. So I don't know. I I reserve my right to talk about the verdict when I can fully articulate my thoughts and my words. I don't care what people say about me or my opinions. That doesn't matter. But I always want to make sure that not that I'm understood, but that the point I'm trying to get across is understood. Like I'll give y'all just this little small piece. Um, we keep saying that it was an all white jury, an all white jury. I also heard them refer to the white jury as racist. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Hope things are well. Um, but are we going to talk about the fact that we run from jury duty? I was raised and taught, oh, thank you so much, and taught that you avoid jury duty. It wasn't until I got into my late mid 20s that I realized the importance of going to jury duty. Because if I don't go, that means that that defendant may not have a jury of his or her peers. So are we going to talk about it? Because if we're going to talk about it, we got to talk about it, y'all. And that's what I'm pretty. Lady Nika says this all the time. The thing that you love about me, the thing that people love about me is also the thing that people hate about me. And the truth is, I'm going to speak from all sides, all angles, because at the end of the day, I'm going to let this one go down because now I feel like I'm getting my point across. At the end of the day, I have two, and honestly, two additional that God has blessed me with. So 4 black sons, adults, all of them. So I can't sit here and act like this didn't bother me, because it did. But what good is it for me to allow my emotions to drive me so far that I don't have a conversation with my 4 black sons? I'm sorry. I can't do this off camera. I can't do it. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can turn my camera on. I don't even know if it came on or not. Hey, Kerr. Hey, Lisa. I really want to. I was trying to cut my camera on because I want y'all to see my face, but I can't. I guess, and I'm not finna start it over. But what good is it for me to be so angry, but not have a conversation with my son about the things that I did see that were not okay? The district attorney, I don't want to say district attorney, um, was it the prosecutor stated in her closing arguments, and I'm not going to go into full details, but was talking out of both sides of her mouth when she stated a little psychedelics in his systems. There's no such thing as a little psychedelics, and you're telling children that. That's not okay. It's not okay. We don't get to twist and turn stuff to make it fit a narrative that we want to fit. Should Tyree Nichols be deceased? Absolutely not. He should still be here. But what I saw, because the two that did the most damage, or they did the damage, I don't want to say the most damage, they did the damage, they pled guilty. So you had 3 other people on trial. If you did not watch that trial, get your emotions in check and go watch it. And then you'll see how they got a not guilty verdict. And it had nothing to do with the color of those jurors. I'm a black woman that has had to sit in jury duty before. You're given instructions. You're told what to do, how to do. You know exactly what to look for. It's in black and white on paper. So if you're a good juror, you're gonna pay attention to the black and white. You're not gonna go to the Lord help me. You're not gonna go to just your emotions. So what do Aisha think? Aisha think they need to throw the damn manual away. The MPD manual needs to be thrown away, because what I found out in that trial is that there are 7 steps. 6 of them were used. The 7th was to shoot. So if the 7th step was to shoot, and they literally point out all 6 steps that was done, and that's how they were found not guilty. Please go watch it. Seems to me we need to throw the damn book away. I can't, y'all. Because if I just sit here and deal with it from the standpoint of MPD or the standpoint of Tyree, I'm doing a disservice to all other young black men, as well as the young black men in my home. There's no reason that the city of Memphis should have taken 25 minutes to get an ambulance there. No reason. There's no reason that the EMT comes on a fire truck rig, but they still have to wait on the ambulance. So many kept saying, why he just standing there? Why he just standing there? He ain't had no stretcher to put him on. The city needs to take some accountability. This goes as far back to Mayor Warden. when he cut police officers' salaries and their pensions and insurance, and this goes way back. But who y'all blaming today? Paul Young. Paul didn't do that. He just got in office. So, are we going to talk about it or are we going to talk about it? Miss Wells, I know your heart is hurting. And I don't believe in kicking anyone while they're down. I don't believe in hurting anyone while they're grieving. Can we have a real conversation? If the police come to my door looking for any of my children, I'm never going to say this is the wrong house. And two of them don't live here no more. I'm going to break my door down trying to get to the police to see what is it? What's wrong? What's going on? But the person that answered your door said he don't live there. And then after the police officers got a little bit more persistent, that's when the door got open. Are we going to talk about it? And again, Tyree should not be deceased. The young man should still be here. Can we talk about the fact that in that video, he never wanted his face to touch the ground? Miss Wells, I know y'all came from California and they got the best system for kids with autism, sensory processing disorder. Is there something we need to know? Because he didn't want his face on that ground and he couldn't control that. He could not control that. So can we talk about it? Good morning, sister. Good morning, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Good morning, team. Can we talk about it? And since I'm here talking, let's keep on talking. Can we talk about the fact that they took Tyree Nichols to St. Francis Hospital? My stepbrother, of his own volition, popped a molly. See, I'm going to be transparent with you. I ain't going to lie. That way you can go look, research, and everything. But I'm going to stand on what I'm saying. He popped a molly. It caused him to have an aneurysm, a major stroke, and several minor strokes. They took him to St. Francis. When I got to St. Francis, the lady told me that they were not equipped to deal with traumatic brain injuries. My brother, stepbrother, so I want to be very clear because I don't, you know how YouTube get to digging, and I want you to dig. Y'all need to dig on this one because the city needs to be held accountable. We're not going to put the dysfunction of this city on the back of those three men. And that's the issue that I currently have because the city messed up a lot in this. A lot. And I hate I'm not on camera. I hate it, y'all. I pushed the button trying to cut the camera on from this way because I want you to see my face. I ain't trying to hide. I'm not trying to hide. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because he does not have to be dead. Even after everything that was done to him, he did not have to be dead. And here's why. Did y'all know when they took him to the hospital, they did a scan? It showed nothing wrong with his brain. His blood pressure was high. They could not get his blood pressure to go down. It was 48 hours later when they did another brain scan. And that's when they saw the issues in his brain. Why was he not immediately moved to a place that's equipped to handle that? They did it for my brother, and he didn't have insurance. I keep saying he didn't have insurance because if y'all saw the amount of care that they gave my brother who did not have insurance because they knew they could not care for him and send him to Baptist, why did Tyree not get the same thing? I'm sick of these hospitals in this city. They killing our people. Then we don't know what to do. We don't know what to say. We don't know how to respond. You can barely get any decent care. So it's hard for me to just sit here and be okay with putting a guilty verdict on three men who, according to the law, according to Memphis Police Department training, Justin Smith was supposed to never let Tyree Nichols' arm go once he had that handcuff on him, because one hand being handcuffed, according to the manual, and this is me, a regular person who don't work there, but because I watched the trial, you never let their hand go because at that point they have a deadly weapon in their hand. Did y'all know that? I ain't know it. I ain't know it. So what we saw was Justin Smith never letting that arm go. So then I'm looking. And I don't remember his name, but it was an older white gentleman, as he's describing what's happening. And he says, this is a mixed martial arts stand. Now I'm going to take a pause right here just to say this. I have a cousin that has Asperger's. It's autism. My daughter's 13th birthday. I was trying to get them to take a picture together because my daughter is autism, nonverbal. I grabbed my cousin's hand. My cousin is certified in Taekwondo. He's a gentle giant, won't hurt a soul, but he was being bullied at school. So that's why his mama did that. Well, when I grabbed his arm, because I was just trying to pull them close together, the amount of force he pulled back from me, had I been a police officer, they would have thought it was aggressive. I immediately apologized. Said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I did forget. I forgot in that moment because he's what y'all like to say normal. You can't tell anything. But his daddy is a police officer. So we had to have that conversation. I had to tell my cousin he meant no harm. And it's my fault. I shouldn't have touched him. But I made them aware that that was his reaction. Because guess what? He's an adult. And people aren't going to understand it. So can we talk about it? Like that's my whole thing. If we're going to do this, let's do this. Let's talk about it. There was no reason. Let's go back to this fire truck. Reed. Yeah. Old boy standing there because he got to wait on the stretcher. He got to wait on the stretcher. So y'all, it's bigger than just those three. Oh, and let me finish because I do want to finish that. So the handcuffs being a deadly weapon. So Justin never let that arm go. We found out that a judo whatever I think judo move was being used for by Tyree. So that's how he used his body to get off the ground. So that's why when people are saying that little man and those big officers, he was slanging them. He was. He was. But can we talk about he is capable of doing it? Like we gotta have the conversations if we gonna have the conversations. And another thing, if you ain't watched the trial, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Because again, the two that did the things that they should not have done pled guilty. I watched this trial. According to Memphis Police Department manual, they did what they supposed to do. So that further has me wanting to ask the chief, what is this? What is this? So the facade was to, I mean, because they did lie. They did some lying and things like that. Now we can't take that away. So that's how you got fired, I assume. But when is the police department going to take responsibility for what their manual told them to do? And let's talk about the haymakers. And then I'm going to let it go. Justin hit him even with that one hand still being cuffed, trying to get him to submit. Again, he didn't have to die. He should have been transferred to Baptist East, Methodist, anywhere but St. Francis the moment they found out he had a brain injury. I assure you, if they pull those medical records, they'll really see. It was easier to put it on them. But I swear, y'all, this mess runs deep. In this city, it runs deep. And this is the most I'm going to say. Because, yeah. And I ain't even mean to say all this. Like, yeah, I'm sorry that Tyree Nichols is no longer here. I'm happy that the sins of this city didn't fall on the back of those 3 black police officers. And I know my opinion is different, but all 5 of them didn't work in tandem. I know there's a such thing as groupthink, but you can't call it groupthink when everybody is moving and adrenaline is rushing. Like, yeah. So I've said my piece. The only other thing I'll say is, y'all know George Zimmerman's still out here, right? And Trayvon Martin was a minor. And on that note, y'all have an amazing day. Sending lots of love, peace, joy, and blessings your way. Remember, you're responsible for your own happiness. Rest well, Tyree Nichols. Miss Wells, I'm praying for you and your family. To the officers, to those, to the 2 of you that pled guilty, Desmond, I saw your statement saying that you are sorry. And this was 7 months ago, and that you pray that his child gets everything that he needs. And I pray that God gives you what you need to be able to live, to move forward, to go forward in life. Don't let this man's life be in vain. Do something good. And that applies to all of y'all. All of y'all. Once you're done with your federal time, make amends. That's how you fix it. Make amends. Y'all, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. My opinion is never going to be like everybody else's. And this system is broken. And I am a mom of black boys. I'm also the family member of police officers. I see all sides. But I've also been at the mercy of these hospitals. And I know that for a fact that St. Francis said, we cannot handle traumatic brain injuries. They said that to me. And they transferred my brother with no insurance to Baptist East, airlifted him. So, yeah, it's deeper than that. Y'all have an amazing day.